Good morning, YouTubers. Another exciting day of shit that pisses me off. Call your representatives, call your senators. The Patriot Act, certain portions of it have already been renewed by Obama. There's more that are up and coming. Encourage Congress to vote no. Okay? We don't need Homeland freaking Security feeling our balls and tits everywhere. Because basically the terrorists are winning. Bin Laden said he would tear us down from the inside, and it's working. When it's gotten to the point to where they feel your balls and your tits in the airport, they're winning. We have no free. We're losing our liberties, our freedoms. It's disgusting. Disgusting. They're winning. And you can't tell me that the millions and billions that we're spending is keeping us safe, because it's not. Spokane, Washington. Suspicious looking backpack. Ooh, it was a credible threat. It had a bomb in it. Did Homeland Security have anything to do with that? A vigilant individual. It's up to us to be vigilant and know what's going on around us. We basically just forgot about Pearl Harbor. We got caught with our pants down again. Lesson learned. But it allowed an opportunity for Mr. Bush to take away all of our shit. Don't you find it rather disturbing how quick the Patriot Act was ready? Like it was just sitting in a closet somewhere waiting for an opportunity. And we fell for it. Our congresspeople fell for it. We fell for it. Contact your congressman. Tell them they need to repeal the Patriot Act and that they need to back up off of us and give us our liberties and our freedoms back. In Wyoming, there's something extremely disturbing going on there. Checkpoints for alcohol, drunken drivers, or intoxicated drivers of whatever. They can just point at you, pull you over, and suck your blood. Okay. Fourth Amendment's out the window there, evidently. They are unaware of the Fourth Amendment. Yeah, you're not sticking anything into my skin and sucking my blood. Forget it. Absolutely not. Not without a warrant. And people that pull over and allow it to happen to them, well, sheep, Wyoming, where the men are men and the sheep are nervous. You know, it's disturbing. But something even more disturbing than that, y'all know that I'm against prohibition, and I'm a constitutionalist. And there's a gentleman in Utah, I don't know his name, but his family is suing the federal government over it. I would. The gentleman was 100% guilty of being a drug addict, I assume, because they found a vial of something, glass vial, and it had residue of methamphetamine, and they found a little bit of marijuana. But you watch the video, and what that cop did is not justifiable. Let's forget the fact that he doesn't know how to wield a firearm, obviously. The fact that the prosecutor ruled it justifiable is, you watch it, and you gotta be deaf, dumb, and blind not to see that that dude was killed. Unmercifully and unjustly. I'm sure you'll see it. Just put Utah shot a man with a golf club. Plug that into Google, and I'm sure it'll pull up the video. Extremely disturbing. I called the State Attorney General's office. I had that on, but for some reason I lost my audio on my video, so now I'm retaping today's show. But I got circle jerked round in circles till I finally got to talk to who I needed to talk to. And I'm going to file a formal written complaint about it, because it terrifies me that that man, Sergeant Bennett, is still walking around with a badge and a gun. You know, I found the video quite disturbing, and it's quite scary to know. And I told the Attorney General that they need to stiffen the psych tests more and run people through more mirrored of the Marine Corps basic training. I said that, I told him, I said that would weed a lot of unfits out. And I said, and clearly that gentleman is unfit to wield a firearm. I said, me being a civilian with training on how to handle firearms, that's why I find the video so flabbergasting, because not even I would wield a firearm like that. That's ridiculous. If someone was breaking into my house, I wouldn't do them that way. Unless they had a gun or a knife and they were running at me. If I not pounded on someone's door, woke them up out of a dead sleep, you got to give a moment for someone to wake up. His brain is still laying on the pillow, and he's just screaming. He screams 2 commands and then bam, bam. The guy didn't try to run at him. I'm like, what the hell? And then he shoots him, puts him down, and then walks towards him and says, get down, after he's already put him down. Please, that's not justifiable. That is not justifiable by any means. And more of this is happening, people. And the more we just sit back and not talk about it and not ask questions, this man couldn't figure out why I was wanting answers. The state attorney general investigator, I'm like, dude. I said, I'm sorry. He goes, well, it's not. He was saying, oh, it's not my fault. I said, sir, I'm just an emotional person. When I see disturbing things such as this, it terrifies me that people in Roy, Utah have to walk around with this guy having a badge and a gun. And he did admit, if there's people that don't need to be in that kind of a position, that he needs to be made aware of it. But getting jerked around and tossed around like I did, I wish the audio wouldn't have quit, because it's a big ass circle jerk. And I named Utah state officials the pass the buck of the week. Passing the buck. That's what it's all about. That's why nothing ever gets done. Because instead of taking ownership and making something happen, they want to pass the buck. Passing the buck doesn't get shit done, people. Anyhow, this was another exciting episode of Shit That Pisses Me Off. That kind of shit really pisses me off. When you got cops murdering people, it just makes all cops look bad. And not all cops are bad. They're not. But I just think they need to go more with Marine style basic training. That would help weed out a lot of the unfit people. Anyhow, this is another episode of Shit That Pisses Me Off. More on Friday. Friday I'll do a show, or Saturday I'll do a show, because tomorrow I'm going to Olympia to speak on HB 5073. It is a patient protection bill for the cannabis patients. And I'm hoping I get to testify, but if not, my face will be there along with, from the sounds of it, hundreds and thousands of other faces. I'm hoping it's thousands, but we'll see. Anyhow, like I said, trust no one.